Speaking of Chains, you guys listen to his album?
Yes. What's it called?
Uh,
What's
I have a thing, man. I feel like it's tough as hell to listen to some of that stuff right now. Like listening to Two Chains at this point in time, it's gonna be tough. Cause
so
like,
help me God. It's the name.
so help me,
So Help Me
God,
God.
yeah. I did like that song with
Wayne.
nah, besides that,
I mean, yeah.
Brent Fayez.
Oh, Brent Fayez, yeah. That's
And
a
yeah.
joint. The one with yeah. That's a joint.
He's kind of like a cheat code too.
Brent?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, 100%. He's the new cheat code.
yeah.
But shout out Chains. He don't have a bad album to me. True, Pretty Letters of Trap Music. Like, does he have a bad album?
Yes.
Chains does? Which one?
Shit, that first one he dropped.
That's not true.
Chains, I was having a hard time listening to Chains albums to begin with.
Really?
Yeah. Like it wasn't until Pretty Girls Love Trap when I was like, okay, I get it. But like before then, let me look back at his discography. But
And
his
shit,
first one or two,
I think I'm the opposite of him.
I can't go through them.
Yeah,
albums.
everything James has put out. I've been here for album wise. Like,
Yeah,
Nah,
based on a true story, nope, not for me. Boats too, nope, not for me. It wasn't until we got to Felt Like Capping, Collard Grove, Daniel's Son Necklace, yep. Hibachi for Lunch, yep. And then Pretty Girls Love Trap, yep. So like it was later on for me. It was those first two though that was like
okay, I can see that though. The first two.
I feel like Boats he tried to go a little commercial on it and it just didn't hit for me.
What single was on Boats?
Feds is
That's
watching.
what I was watching. Yeah.
I got you. I'm with you. Yeah, Salute Chains. I just again the longevity thing. His story, his ascension in music is pretty special.
Yeah. I love Chain's mentality though.
It's facts.
I do love like he was talking about like the like him giving up on getting like a Jay-Z verse. And it was just mainly because of like how his personality is. Like I can ask you 3 times, but after that third time I'm probably just like fuck it.
And then also just his mentality, right? Because you see it. You see the cats with the access. And I a salute. I got to see Mike Smith down in LA. My brother, he hooked us up and connected us with some other incredible musicians. But I credit Mike Smith and Tim House for saving me as an artist too, where it's like, yo, bruh, do this shit on your own merit and don't be dependent upon what your niggas might have established already, right? And if you're sensitive, which I am, I think I'm pretty open about that. It's like if you're sensitive, you could take that the wrong way and not apply pressure and just go work on the shit yourself. And it's kind of what Chainz was saying with where he was like, I don't have no, everybody thinks I should have a grudge with Luda and all this shit. He's like, nah, he provided me access, and because I'm a hustler, I just finessed on my own. And I think that's why I love Chainz's story so much, because it's not written with such and such did this to me, such and such did that to me. It's like, nah, nigga, I did it. I did this. I just did the work. And how he connected with Wayne is just so dope. But it makes sense. It just makes sense with just frequencies and energy exchange and what type of time you on. It's like on some regular shit. So his story just reigns of champion to me.
I agree with that.
Yeah, man. Salute Chainz and true longevity. His album is infused with a lot of melody, whether it be from him or the Brents of the world. You got an interesting take.
Well, it's not exactly mine, but I piggybacked off of it. There was it would come from R&B, of course, but it was what's her name? I forgot. Anyways, but yeah, it's R&B is like in 2020 at least has overtaken rap or hip hop. And
What does that mean?
There's a reason why, though. I would
What does
say.
that- what does that
It's
mean,
kind
though?
of skewed, huh?
What does that mean?
Like R&B has been more effective in this year, but it also skewed by COVID, I would say, because when you don't have the access to touring and stuff like that, a lot of people let off the gas.
So what R&B?
But I
records-
think
what
R&B is better like suited for 2020 than rap has been.
What R&B records have come out? Because I've heard this multiple times, and I've also heard people say that there's just not enough music and not enough content being released as a whole. And my experience has been the complete opposite in 2020. So I'm trying to understand, because the R&B thing I could get on board with slightly if
I think R&B don't even have to drop albums though. Like they can drop EPs, they can drop a twofer here. They can just do effective songs and make it through a year like this better than rap would be able to, or hip hop would be able to, just because hip hop is more predicated, or has been more predicated, on how it interacts with crowds, like club sequences.
I just disagree.
No?
I heard Joe say this. He's like, I'm disappointed in the artists that haven't been releasing music. And I'm like, what? Am I tripping? Or has a fire ass rap album come out every week of fucking
I think
quarantine?
the right rap albums have come out for sure. For sure.
So what? I don't know. Maybe I'm missing it then. Because I'm just going, I get that niggas want the club niggas to do it, but the club niggas don't, like you just said, don't suit right now. So the niggas who release like albums are putting albums out, and they're performing really well because you're able to digest them. This is a lot of music right now.
It's a whole lot of music.
And a lot of
It's possible that there has been a lot of rap albums that have hit, but they have not
You feel like
made
the
it onto playlists long enough. Like as long as they probably would have made it if we had more things to listen to them in, like more settings to listen to them in.
That makes sense. So is that so now back to the original question. Is R&B getting hip hop out of here in 2020, or is it just the way
It could completely be circumstance, but this was a question that was needed for the room. Like I wanted to hear what the room felt about this one.
I clearly feel away. I clearly feel away. I can't even hide it, because it's like, as much as I love R&B and how disregarded R&B has been, and having to champion R&B for the last decade and be like, no, there's really great R&B coming out. Niggas sleeping on Jasmine Sullivan for a decade is criminal. Yeah, I don't know. I just the hybrids of the Sminos of the world, like the internet, Sid, like it's been an insane amount. Shout out,
you
Iman
know, I'm
and
gonna
everybody.
lean towards this because Janae dropped this year, so y'all gotta stop it.
This sick fuck works out.
That was a
Janae
workout
Golden
mix
Gym.
right there. So
Works out the Janae.
that was a workout mix. So let's just temper. Let's just put those brakes on real quick and remember that Janae dropped this year, right?
Yeah.
Sean dropped this year too, but we don't remember that. I know Janae dropped. You know, Sean was a little. I don't know. Sean was putting off and waiting until 2021, but that album was.
See, I'm gonna go. You go Sean. I go Gibbs. That Alfredo shit.
You got me.
Yeah, I'm just like, all right, I feel like some rap. The RTJ drop. They're doing great. Like it's like a lot of shit that has come out rap wise.